So here is your tutorial on isometric drawing, the basics. First of all, you're going to need a piece of paper, a pencil, with an eraser, or with a separate eraser. That's about it though. You can use a ruler if you want to, but you can probably do without. First things first, put your name at the top. If I don't see your name, you don't get the credit. Next, you're going to draw yourself what's called an isometric compass. These are lines that are going to tell you what direction you can draw in. So draw a vertical line. So you are allowed to draw up and down vertically. You are allowed to draw at an angle going to the right and an angle going to the left. So draw yourself this compass and try and get all of the angles to be even. It should end up looking kind of like a snowflake. But you're going to really need to make sure that this looks as even as possible, because these are the directions that you're allowed to draw in when you are drawing in isometric drawing. What you're not allowed to draw is a horizontal line. There are no horizontal lines in isometric drawing, just vertical, angled up to the right, and angled up to the left. That's it. So let's draw a basic cube. I'm going to start by just putting a dot. Then, remembering what directions I can draw in, I'm going to draw vertically, straight down, and then I'm going to draw like a Y shape. So up to the right and then up to the left. I'm drawing a cube, and this is the corner of the cube that's closest to me. So I've got those three lines. The vertical line is my height, the line to the right is my depth, and the line to the left is my length. So now, drawing isometric means equal measurement. So if my height is that measurement, on the back edge, my height has to be the same measurement. It's not going to be longer, okay? It's going to have the same measurement as my first vertical line. And I'm going to draw another vertical line over here. So that measurement is equal to that measurement. Now my depth, that measurement, and that angle, remember I can only draw at that angle, it's going to be the same there. And this angle and that measurement is going to be the same there. So these are two sides of my cube. Now I need to draw the top. So that angle and that measurement, draw that there. And the length, make sure you make the angle the same and the measurement the same. And there's your cube in isometric drawing. Let's try something else a little bit different. This is a rectangular prism. So it's like a cube, but a rectangle version. So start with a dot, draw your height with a vertical line, and then draw the depth to the right. Remember, that's the angle that you need to draw at. But let's draw this one a little bit longer. And then we're going to draw the length. Remember, we can draw in that direction. Make sure your angles match. And let's make this a little bit longer. So we have the height, we have the depth, and we have the length. So there's my height. Remember, equal measurement. Over here, a vertical line with an equal measurement to here. And over to the left, draw another vertical line with an equal measurement to my first one. Now at that same angle for my depth, and at that same angle for my length, and then match this angle and that length there. We're just eyeballing it. And then match that angle right there. So there's your rectangular prism with the height and the depth and the length. Now let's get fancy. Let's start learning how to combine forms together. The first way we're going to combine them is to stack them. So I want to stack a form on top of this one. I'm going to start the same way. I'm going to put a dot, and I'm going to make my Y shape, remembering what angles I'm allowed to draw at. and drawing my vertical line down onto the top of my rectangular prism. So there's my Y. Now I'm going to match my angles and match my measurements for the length and the depth and vertical lines for the sides. Match my angles, match my measurements. And there, I just stacked it on top. Take your eraser and erase out where it overlaps. You've just stacked some forms. Now let's learn how to extend a form. Let's say I want this to have a leg that comes down. So I'm going to start by drawing a vertical line. Now I need to look at what that measurement is. I need to make another vertical line with the same measurement. Remember, same measurement, equal measurement. Okay. And then remember your angles that you're allowed to draw at. The bottom of this part of the leg has to be drawn at an angle. No horizontals here. It's got to be at that angle, or vertical, or that angle. So we did vertical, we did that angle. Now we're going to give it some three-dimensional look by going back that way. So now with your eraser, you want it to look connected there. Go ahead and erase that. Look at that. How cool. Extending forms is really fun. You can just keep going. Maybe I want to go off to the right. So I'm going to continue along that same angle that I'm allowed to draw at. Whatever measurement that is, draw an equal measurement, same length, at that same angle. Draw a vertical line. And then pay attention to your angles. Draw at that angle, same angle. There you go. Now I've just extended that. With your eraser, erase where it connects. So fun. So that is extending a form. Extend. So now we are going to learn how to draw a shape that looks like it has a tunnel going through it. So start with your dot, draw your Y. Remember, always look at your compass to remind yourself what angles you can draw at. So you've got your Y, you've got your vertical, equal measurements for your verticals. Watch your angles. Same measurement there. Same angle, same measurement there. Watch your angles at the back and draw the top. Okay, so now we get to carve a tunnel out. So remember, I want to carve a spot underneath, but I can only draw vertical and at those angles. So I'm going to start with a vertical line, and then I'm going to draw an angle like that, little way across, and then another vertical line down. Take your eraser and erase out the bottom. But wait, there's more. From that spot right there, draw a line at that angle going into your tunnel. That really makes it look three-dimensional. There you go. Tunnels, love them. So now the final thing we're going to learn how to do is how to attach a form to the side. So I want it to come from over here and go up to the right and attach to my tunnel form. So I'm going to start with the same Y shape, making sure I'm paying attention to my angles and my vertical line, but then I'm going to extend this one all the way over until it touches. And I'm going to extend this all the way over till it touches the very bottom right there. Then I'm going to draw a vertical line here. And then remember, match my angles. Make sure that your angle connects. And do a little bit of erasing. There you go. So Use your compass, really pay attention. Do not use horizontal lines. We did a basic cube. We learned how to stack. We learned how to extend. We learned how to make tunnels, and we learned how to attach. All right, now it's your turn.